this beautiful and fascinating and actually immensely entertaining book by Philip Gefter, Cocktails with George and Martha, that he may also have gotten to Albee before Mike Nichols. And so that's why we're here. We're going to do this kind of in-depth scholarly investigation of whether that's indeed the case. Just as a bit of housekeeping, Greg Pierce and Philip are going to say a few words about Bitch. We'll watch Bitch. We'll take a very, very, very brief break, like 10 minutes. So try to come back as soon as you can, both so we can get the 35mm print of Virginia Woolf ready, which, by the way, is spectacularly beautiful. It's just been struck. It's a film that has not been seen in that format for quite some time in any kind of meaningful or just way. It's really beautiful to see it on 35mm. So we'll have an on-stage conversation, take a 10-minute break, and then present Virginia Woolf. So please stick around for the second film as well. So, by way of introduction, I'm going to introduce all four people so that we can keep things moving. But Greg Pierce is the director of film and video at the Andy Warhol Museum, and he's worked there since. He's worked there since its inception in May of 1994. His writing on Warhol has appeared in exhibition catalogs for the Stetlick Museum's Other Voices, Other Rooms, and the Montreal Museum of Fine Arts, Warhol Live, and most recently in the publication Andy Warhol's The Chelsea Girls, of which he's co-editor. Pierce is the lone custodian of the Orgone Archive, ex-Orgone Cinema, a proudly fringed regional motion picture archive and screening outfit based in Pittsburgh that he co-founded in 1993. He's also the drummer of the experimental pop quartet Pursuit. Philip Gefter is the author of What Becomes a Legend Most, the biography of Richard Avedon, and Wagstaff, Before and After Maplethorpe, which received the 2014 Marfield Prize for Arts Writing, plus an essay collection, Photography After Frank. He was an editor at the New York Times for over 15 years, where he wrote regularly about photography for the paper, and he produced the award-winning documentary Built Cunningham, New York. Richard Price is here as well, and it's a film that we opened New Directors, New Films with some years ago, and that we're proud to have in our permanent collection. And as I mentioned, this book is, I think, imminent. I think it's literally the only copy. Phil keeps grabbing it in my hands. I think he's kind of in disbelief, but it's going to be in bookstores in the next couple weeks, I think. There you go. And its full title is Cocktails with George and Martha, Movies, Marriage, and the Making of Who's Afraid of Virginia Woolf. Then our other panelists are Mark Harris, who is the author of the books Pictures at a Revolution, 5 movies, and The Birth of the New Hollywood, 5 Came Back, The Story of Hollywood and the Second World War, and of course Mike Nichols, A Life. He has recently written for the New York Times, New York, and Slate, and he's currently researching his next book, A History of Pop Culture's Interaction with the Gay Rights Movement. And Gerard Malanga. Thank you for coming all this way. And really, I mean, it's really very kind of him to be here. But as you know him, of course, from his relationship with Warhol, he also is the author of 14 books of poetry. He was a choreographer for the Velvet Underground Live. He's responsible for working on more than, hundreds, if not all 500 screen tests of Warhol's as a DP. And his latest book of poetry is The New Melancholia and Other Poems from Bottle of Smoke Press, published in 2021. And I'm very, very happy to announce that he was recently honored by the French Ministry of Culture and named a Chevalier of Arts and Letters just this past